Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, October 21st. You'll be interested to know, 146 years ago, today in 1879, Thomas Edison successfully tested a practical incandescent light bulb that glowed steadily using a carbon filament and improved vacuum conditions. This achievement marked a major milestone in electric illumination, inspiring broad development of electric lighting systems and practical applications that transformed homes and industry. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Wednesday at Ocean Beach. This morning, it's looking choppy with waves at 12 to 14 feet. The conditions are expected to drop slightly to 10 to 12 plus feet by 9 a.m. Throughout the day, waves will settle to 8 to 11 feet by early afternoon. Winds are onshore at 10 miles per hour, picking up to 12 miles per hour later on. Best time to ride is at 8 a.m. with a 4-foot incoming mid-tide, when the west-northwest swell is 8 feet at 16 seconds, and the onshore wind is 9 miles per hour. The first high tide on Wednesday will be 6 feet at 12:15 p.m., followed by a 0-foot low tide at 6:45. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 61 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions persist Thursday with waves around 5 to 7 feet and winds from the Doviandog at 11 miles per hour. Friday brings a significant increase in size, with clean conditions and sets reaching 10 to 12 feet early on. Saturday sees choppy surf again, holding at 8 to 10 feet, making Friday the standout day of the period for quality waves. This morning, it's mostly cloudy, and it feels like 59 degrees, with 14 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 6:23, and it will rise again tomorrow at 7:26. It looks like we're in for a mostly cloudy day, with a high near 61 and a gentle west-southwest wind at 10 to 14 miles per hour. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies, with a low around 55 and light winds. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday will be partly sunny with a high near 60 and a west-northwest wind of 7 to 14 miles per hour, becoming mostly cloudy overnight with a low around 56. Friday into Sunday will be mostly cloudy with highs around 60 to 62 and nightly lows from the mid-50s, with chances of rain late Friday night through Sunday and a slight chance before 5 in the morning Sunday night. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, in a startling incident last Thursday, a Palo Alto startup, WindBorne Systems, acknowledged that it was likely one of their smart weather balloons that struck a United Airlines flight, cracking the windshield and injuring a pilot. The flight, UA 1093, was en route from Denver to Los Angeles, with 134 passengers and 6 crew members aboard when the emergency landing was necessitated. Aviation expert John Nance remarked that at 36,000 feet, you don't expect a bird or drone, making a weather balloon a plausible cause for the damage. WindBorne Systems has since committed to implementing changes to minimize risks associated with their balloon operations. Now on to sports. On Monday, a Florida jury awarded Jack Nicklaus $50 million in his defamation lawsuit against Nicklaus Companies, owned by billionaire banker Howard Milstein. Nicklaus, aged 85, filed the lawsuit in response to statements made by Milstein and other officials in a previous New York court case. He claimed the defendant suggested he considered a $750 million deal with the Saudi Arabian-financed LIV Golf League. Nicklaus' attorney stated that proving damages to reputation is difficult, but they were pleased with the verdict. The jury found Nicklaus Companies actively participated in damaging false claims about him. Nicklaus Companies previously paid him $145 million for exclusive rights to his services. In local sports, Jimmy Butler scored 31 points, while Steph Curry added 23, as the Golden State Warriors overcame Luka Doncic's impressive 43-point performance to defeat the Los Angeles Lakers 119-109 in both teams' season opener. LeBron James missed a season opener for the first time in his 23 years in the National Basketball Association due to sciatica, which is expected to sideline him until mid-November. Jonathan Kuminga contributed 17 points, helping the Warriors largely contain the Lakers, aside from Doncic, who recorded 40 points for the 47th time in his career. Doncic also added 12 rebounds and 9 assists, but struggled with 2 of 10 on three-point attempts, as Los Angeles lost its season opener for the 9th time in 10 years. Curry began his 17th season with just 3 three-pointers, while Kuminga and Buddy Hield took on major offensive roles, with Hield hitting 5 three-pointers. Butler made all 16 of his free throws, and Curry hit a three-pointer in the final minute for his first points of the fourth quarter. Austin Reeves scored 13 of his 26 points in the fourth quarter after dealing with foul trouble. Golden State opened the second half with a 19-4 run, establishing a lead that grew to 17 points. Reeves led a fourth-quarter rally, trimming the Warriors' edge to 105-99, but Los Angeles could not get any closer. Draymond Green scored only 8 points and received an early technical foul while sitting on the bench, but his three-pointer with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left halted the Lakers' surge. DeAndre Ayton had 10 points and 6 rebounds in his Lakers debut, while Marcus Smart contributed 9 in top news. After a group of thieves brazenly broke into the Louvre Museum in Paris and snatched 8 pieces of jewelry, the race is on to recover them before they enter the black market. Robert Whitman, a former art crime investigator with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, stated that everybody in the business is discussing this theft. The global network for stolen art trades billions of dollars yearly, with the United States logging over $1.2 billion in jewelry thefts annually. Whitman described the thieves as audacious but amateurish, noting they left behind significant evidence, including the damaged crown of Empress Eugenie. In business news, Warner Brothers Discovery has officially announced it is up for sale, following interest from multiple parties, including Paramount, owned by billionaire Larry Ellison and his family. This marks the 3rd time in a decade that its assets have been on the auction block. The company's board has initiated a review of strategic alternatives in response to unsolicited interest. Despite receiving bids for its entire operation, including coveted channels like CNN and HBO, both offers were rejected. Warner Brothers Discovery stock surged nearly 11% to $20 a share, valuing the company at $50 billion. The company is exploring options for a potential split into 2 entities, one focused on the studio and streaming service, and the other on basic cable and international operations. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at about $109,000. Ethereum is unchanged at just under $3,900. And XRP is unchanged at $2.42. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Liam Fetus, a respected researcher at OpenAI, recently announced his departure, igniting a frenzy among venture capitalists for his startup, Periodic Labs. The startup secured an enormous $300 million seed round, led by Andreessen Horowitz, with Felicis being the first investor. Fetus and his collaborator, Ekin Dogus-Kubuk, aim to automate material science using advanced technology. Their mission is to discover new superconductor materials, potentially revolutionizing energy consumption. While they have set up their lab, the robots are still in training, indicating that scientific discovery remains a challenging endeavor. The investor who penned a love letter did not win the deal. And in entertainment news, the Springsteen biopic, Deliver Me From Nowhere, has more soul than swagger. An electric moment occurs while recording Born in the USA with the E Street Band, showcasing the boss at his best. Director Scott Cooper's musical drama focuses on the making of Springsteen's 1982 Nebraska album, exploring his troubled inner life rather than his working-class rock swagger. Jeremy Allen White portrays Springsteen, while the film dives into his childhood trauma and creative struggles. Despite some storytelling misfires, Deliver Me From Nowhere offers a solid portrait of an artist grappling with his identity. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American journalist and author Robert Quillen. And he said, "Character is made by what you stand for, reputation by what you fall for." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.